What happens after we die is that I get to meet all my past lives and I get to like put them in an arena and fight them. And whoever wins gets to reincarnate for real.
What era of bronclair is winning?
Like the girl one, probably.
First off, is it true that you're hyperpop daily?
Damn, that's the first question you asked.
We ask the hard-hitting questions here at Backlight.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe. I could be.
When are we going to get a real answer on that one? I feel like everybody I ask it to dodges the question.
I mean, putting on that like weird blue costume with the ghost face thing was definitely like a task, but it had to be done. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, they pitched your voice like crazy in it. You don't sound like that.
No, I do.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I can't do the voice right now because I'm under the weather, I guess.
What do you think happens after we die?
This podcast ass question. It was some type of reincarnation. It was like, I don't know if it's part of a religion or what, but it was like, if you don't follow the light, then you have to like go through like, I don't even know if this is bullshit. Probably some bullshit. You know what? Never mind. Yeah, reincarnation sound fire. Yeah. I feel like the point of everything is like to just experience everything. And I feel like that's like a blanket statement, but it kind of works. Like the point of life is to experience shit. So you could be a fucking tree or some shit. You're experiencing life as a tree.
That was a bullshit question. I did not expect that deep of an answer. That was good.
Nah, bro, we think about this shit. It's cool. I like discussion like that. It's surprise.
If you were to be reincarnated, what animal or thing would you want to be reincarnated
Human.
as? Human. Which
human animal? I'll be me again.
Oh, okay.
Nah, if I
human animal, I thought you were going like in like the Catboy direction.
What happens after we die is that I get to meet all my past lives and I get to like put them in an arena and fight them. And whoever wins gets to reincarnate for real.
What era of bronclair is winning? Like Stone Age you, like medieval you, 100 years into the future you?
Like the girl one, probably. Probably get my ass kicked by a girl. I could do that right now. I get my ass kicked by a girl.
There's one girl one for how many?
Whatever girl one, bro. I don't know. Like,
and then a while back you tweeted about how in 2019 people talked about net neutrality, like the rapture, and we're all gonna die if it like got revoked. So I'm wondering, are there any other like internet movements or anything else like that that really weren't that big of a deal looking back on it?
Ajit Pai is a bastard because of all the spam phone calls.
That shit is annoying.
I think it's spam text too. I don't know what else he did, but he fucked a lot of shit up. Is that part of net neutrality or is that different?
That might be something different, but if I'm not mistaken, net neutrality loosened restrictions on like your phone number becoming public.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was a pretty big deal because it's fucking annoying. But like you said,
the first one off the top of my head was Y2K. People lost their fucking mind over Y2K. Obviously, neither of us were old enough or even alive at the time.
I mean, didn't you see Terminator 2? It was real, bro. It's a documentary.
Bro, that's made in the 80s. What do you mean that's not a doc or 90s? I don't know, but that was not a documentary.
They predicted it, bro. That's what happened.
Bombs did not go off. It was fine. Some computers got messed up, and that was it. People built bomb shelters for something that never happened. Can you imagine spending like $10,000-$15,000 on a bomb shelter and then nothing happening? You know how stupid you would look with a bomb shelter in like California?
Hey, it's like a Fallout reference though.
You think John Smith from California is dropping $15,000 on a bomb shelter as a Fallout reference?
Nigga, bronclair from right now is gonna do that. That's what's gonna happen.
You would build a bomb shelter?
Hell yeah, nigga, that's fire. That reminds me of this movie, I forgot what it's called.
Take Shelter?
They thought nuclear bombs were about to drop, so they stayed in a bomb shelter for like, since he was a kid till he was an adult. And then finally he leaves and he's like, oh, everything's normal. And then he gets a hot girlfriend and it's so fire. Isn't it the nigga from The Whale?
Blast from the Past?
Yes, Blast from the Past.
That's where you know him from, The Whale? Like Brendan Fraser?
George of the Jungle, bro. The Mummy, right?
He gets a hot girlfriend.
I don't remember how hot she is. You can't quote me.
Alicia Silverstone?
Is she bad? You know what? My kid memory is different. You know what I mean?
You know, like the show like Kimmy Schmidt Unbreakable?
Never. I've seen them.
It's about like another like bomb shelter sort of thing. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
A while back, you tweeted about how it's kind of cool seeing your music in people's playlists and wonder how they like relate to your stuff and whatnot. So I'm wondering, like, what is the weirdest playlist you've ever seen your shit featured in?
I don't even know if I can say that, bro.
What?
I don't know. I was like checking my shit and I was like, why is my song in a thing called Slave playlist, bro? It's like slave music or some shit. And it had like Cotton as like the picture. I was like, it's like that, bro. Like,
Jesus. Yeah. I have a friend of mine who I think their number one playlist on Spotify for like a year and a half strong is like music to rail bitches and bimbos to. And I feel like I would hate waking up in the morning knowing that my music is getting 10,000 streams a day from that playlist.
The slave one, not my top thing, by the way. Everything else is pretty tame. I don't know. My fans are pretty normal people. Yeah. At least I hope so. Y'all better be fucking normal, bro.
Yeah, you haven't met a whole lot of them in person. They could be crazy and you wouldn't know.
Yeah, I haven't met a whole lot of y'all in person. I remember the last interview I did. Someone said I could act like their girlfriend or something. I don't know what that means. I don't want to be your girlfriend.
Yeah, and like to be fair, of your fans online, some of them tag you in photos of Juice WRLD and Fortnite and say it's you.
I mean, that's my friend, but like...
Oh, gotcha. Okay. What are 3 artists you could beat up in a fight?
Mental, Feardorian, Angelus.
Really? Damn.
Next question.
That, bro, I feel like Meg would disagree with that.
I don't even fight people, but I feel like I could. It's never gonna happen.
I could make that happen. I could like whisper and be like, yo,
SoundCloud
bronclair said he was talking shit.
SoundCloud rapper, like boxing match as hell. Nah.
That's the next one that like bro, that would be the most cooked event ever. We need to make that happen.
I want to
like,
see Nigo Chanel versus like Midwest.
Oh my god! Respectfully, Edgar's winning that.
I'm sorry, Nigo.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Nigo, but like respectfully,
sorry.
Edgar's winning that. Yeah. On a more serious note, in the past 6 months, you've dropped 2 EPs and 10 songs. So I'm wondering, even though you clearly have like a really insane output, I'm wondering, what do you do to keep yourself motivated when you're not feeling like the most up to record?
That's a good question.
An actual question, not like, are you hyperpop daily?
Before I was talking about, I was like, oh, I make like billion songs a week, but now it's just like, I feel like you can do that and that'll be like pretty great. But I think you should listen to more music than what you make. My March playlist has like 400 songs. That's just like, bro, it's like barely the end of April. My shit got like 300 songs.
Are there any particular like artists or songs or albums in general that give you more inspiration than others?
I feel like every time I listen to Pierre Bourne, I'm like, shit. Like his melodies are so like fire.
Any specific era of Pierre?
Life of Pierre 4.
Gotcha.
The deluxe, there's no misses on that.
And has dropping like as frequently as you do like been a conscious decision of yours, or do you just happen to make that much music?
Okay, listen, I know I make a lot of music. That doesn't mean that's all good. Like most of my shit's ass. I remember I went through my songs one time when I was like really bored one night. I think I have 1.5K uploaded on my SoundCloud right now. I think I liked only 300 of them, but out of those 300, I think I would only drop the most recent shit. I mean, it doesn't really stop me from recording anything. Bro, I'll work like a 9-hour shift and just stay up all night anyway because I'm crazy.
Playing Fortnite or recording?
I don't, bro. Sometimes it's both. I don't know, man.
And on the topic of those 2 EPs that I mentioned earlier, both of them are entirely produced by feardorian. So I'm wondering, like, what was your first impression of Dorian? Please feel free to be as brutal as possible.
He's a good kid. I have like another account. It's a spam account. I feel like some people know what it is. I'm not gonna say it, but some people know what it is. Maybe Nardwar will like expose me someday.
I know what it is. The fuck? I could expose you. I don't need Nardwar.
But we were following each other on that for like years before he started producing type shit. Or at least I think so. I don't know how long he's been producing. Same with Slay With Me. Like Susie, yeah, like they were following me on that. They said since like freshman year or some shit. I was like,
really?
Damn.
And then like your first impression of Dorian?
Yeah, he's a good kid. He's cool. I didn't think he was that young though.
Yeah, like most people assume like generally you don't enter producing and stuff like that at the age of like 12.
It is crazy, but I feel like people don't understand like the kids who are producing and making music and shit, like stuff for like years and shit, like they still been doing it for years. So it's like obviously 3 years of just doing anything, you're gonna be like fucking crazy at it.
I mean, Dorian didn't know that you could save beats until like 3 years into making music.
I've heard that.
Next, let's say Dorian calls you at 2 a.m. to tell you that they got arrested. Before they say anything, what do you assume that they did?
I don't know. Like they found out he cracked a certain DAW that shall not be named because they'll probably get on my ass too. I never cracked anything. Actually, I never pirated a single thing in my life.
Considering how different like your shit, like your most recent stuff sounds from like even stuff you've released like even 6 months ago. Because like 6 months ago is for most people that's like 3 or 4 songs ago. For you, that's 2 EPs and 10 songs ago. I'm wondering like how do you look back on your music dating back maybe as far as like Jealous?
I was a different person. I'm like growing through music because it's an expression. It's a art form. You know what I mean? That's just how I view the world at that point in time. Even if it's not about me or what I'm doing or how I feel about shit. I guess you can say it's like the maturity of myself also goes into my music as well. The only thing I hate is like my old Trillers, bro. Because I didn't know what I was doing. I was just really like cringe. You know what I mean? But other than that,
I'm gonna put one on screen right now as you say that.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You exposing me like that.
In doing research for this interview, I asked one of our mutual friends, Fabian. We talked about this earlier. But I asked Fabian for any fun like Nardwar like shit I could ask you to like kind of throw you off, and his response was, and I quote, "He is a fucking nerd for a lot of anime and Chainsaw Man shit." But in all seriousness, that is like something that like not many people would know about you. So I'm wondering if you could break down like your top 5 favorite anime, manga, anything like that.
The Chainsaw Man thing, I feel like a lot of my fans probably know it because I be shouting my shit out on my other spam account, which is that just posts Chainsaw Man shit. I don't want to explain why I like it because I feel like people don't judge work for what it is. They judge how other people perceive it for some reason.
Like the fandom surrounding it?
That could be for anything though. Music. Oh, I don't like Yeet fans. Like Yeet's music is corny, but then they don't actually listen to the music. If you listen to it, you probably like it. Maybe Yeet's a terrible example, but like, you know what I mean? Like shit like that.
I feel like Yeet is a good example because he has like, I'm not like the hugest fan of his most recent stuff, but like undeniably he has good music, but I will absolutely agree that like his fans are very annoying.
I know someone gonna be like, oh, you could just compare Yeet to Chainsaw Man.
Okay. That's a crazy comparison. crazy.
Wait, what was the question again? Go back,
Basically,
bro.
just top 5 animes. We got to yeet from top 5 animes.
Angel Beats, Noragami, Chainsaw Man. These are not ranked like in order. Chainsaw Man, Attack on Titan, Soul Eater. I was gonna say some dumb shit like Orange High School Host Club. That opening go crazy. Top 5 manga. Hold up. It's all psychological thriller shit. Not gonna lie. Well, I mean, yeah, Berserk is pretty psychological thriller.
I would say so, yeah.
Berserk. Goodnight Poom Poom, because every time I reread it, like every year or so, it's like I get a new perspective of it. So definitely Goodnight Poom Poom, right? I guess Chainsaw Man gets on there too. There's this one mangaka named Shuzu Oshimi. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm probably mispronouncing it. My fault. Yeah, he made 3 manga called Inside Mari, which is really good. The Flowers of Evil, which is really good.
And then if you could pick one person to communicate with aliens as the ambassador of the human race, who would you pick?
Like JFK from Clone High type shit.
You're entrusting humanity's
not the
existence.
real one, like the clone cartoon one. Yeah.
You also tweeted a while back that recording in a studio sounds like a lot of fun, and I feel like that's a pretty rare opinion. I feel like most people are kind of terrified at the like concept of like recording or producing in front of others. Have you recorded in a studio yet? And like, are you excited for that? Or
the only studio I've ever been in is Wonder Girl Studio in Toronto, and I was with Edgar. So
oh, that's a cool environment.
Yeah, it was pretty. No one was even like recording. I heard a bunch of cool music, and I was like, this is fire, you know.
Next, in the past few months, we've seen a lot of discussion about, despite how like all the different features SoundCloud has introduced over the years, they still lack something as basic as 2-factor authentication. So like in the spirit of sort of constructive criticism, what are some other things you think SoundCloud is kind of fucking up on right now and could improve over years?
Can y'all let me search my own songs? Can y'all get a better search system? How come I misspell? I put one letter in like a name that's wrong and it just doesn't pop up. Like what the fuck is that? I'm looking directly at a SoundCloud intern right now. Fix it, bro.
I don't know. It feels very like early 2010s internet in the way that like if you fuck up one letter or like put an you don't put an apostrophe in the name or something, or you don't put like
they can't copy like Google or some shit.
Yeah, or like the way Spotify works or like any other search engine at this point for the past like 5 years. And then also there's the shit of like automatic copyright strikes. Like recently Capinetti had like a song automatically taken down by SoundCloud, like a song of his own automatically copyright striked by himself like 4 times and just hasn't been able to do anything about it.
That's bad. That's pretty bad.
No matter how many new artists you discover, it seems like there's always like a million new popping up when you're not looking. So if you could pick a handful of artists to put our listeners onto right now, who would you pick?
Soon, where you at? Because I know he would kick my ass if I didn't mention him in the video. Soon, where you at? You know that guy on TikTok makes all the stupid TikTok
Please
hit
shut
song?
the fuck up. Yeah.
Please shut the fuck up. All right, just soon, where you at?
But you make him sound so shitty. What the fuck?
Go listen to his music. He's not shitty. He's a cool guy. The best 4-foot rapper out on God.
Damn, you really 4 foot? That's so unfortunate.
Hell yeah, he is.
Damn.
Hell yeah, he is. Look at me. Yes, you are. Nigga, Xavier So Bass, obviously. You know, 10K. You know, Mental, Blixty. Velo Rich is cool. Brody Bass is cool. Osama's son fucking crazy. Uke is pretty cool. I like Uke. Kiriano. Go listen to Dorian. Go listen to 9. Is that how you say it? 19? I feel like I'm an idiot. It's 19, but there's like an X in it. It's like 9X-teen.
I think it's 19.
That nigga fire. I was just with him yesterday. Pretty fun, pretty cool. I don't know, like Quanic and shit, bro. Like like my playlist be so random. Like I be listening to like Blood Orange. I be listening to not on some Don Corleo shit. I actually listen to Deftones. I like Nerd. I like Loath. I like
you fuck with Loath? Hell yeah.
I like Alex G. I like Alice Glass. Crystal Castles. I like Alice Glass, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Of the two, I fuck with Alice Glass.
Yeah, I like Alice Glass. I like Stereo Lab. I just named like a billion people, so y'all better go crazy.
More the merrier, yeah. And then you've worked with quite a few people on both vocals and production, but I'm sure there's still plenty more you want to work with. So if you pick a handful of like dream collaborators, who would they be?
I mean, I don't really have like dream collaborators, really. I asked Jays if he wanted to be on the next Dorian project, and he said he would be down. So I gotta like, you might see something, you might not. I don't know. It's kind of up to me if I make an ass open or not.
Well, like if Cardi calls you up, you're not answering?
Cardi calls me up, I'm getting washed immediately. That's gonna be a Cardi only song. It doesn't even matter if it's me. It could be like the best artist in the fucking planet. It's gonna be Cardi only. Like, I mean, I think Destroy Lonely would be cool, but like we don't make the same type of music. I mean, I have made music like that, but it's only on like hosting pages and shit. That's like a tip, low key. If you want to get me like your music out there other than like TikTok, get your shit on hosting pages for real. Make sure it's a good song. If you don't send them niggas ass, you're not gonna get fucking posted. No one's gonna listen to your shit.
Finally, you've come a really long way, even just this year. Like your music is like quadrupled on Spotify in the past like 3 weeks alone. So I'm really excited for what's to come for you for the rest of the year. So I'm wondering, what are you looking to accomplish next? What can we expect from bronclair going forward?
You know, Presidency of America. No, I'm playing. I don't know. I just want to make enough money to live off of and just be chilling and like travel and shit. You know, be with my friends, make cool shit. I think it'd be cool to go on tour with somebody. I only performed once, like Fiona's World. I wasn't performing, but I was just up there dancing and shit. It's fun. It's fun. You know what I mean? Having stage presence is pretty like good. You need stage presence, and it's okay if you fuck up. I know people be mad scared to perform and shit. Yeah, I don't know. Make more music and it'll be good.
Very eloquent. Very well spoken.
Yeah,
all right, awesome. That's going to wrap it up for us today. Thank you so much. All right, this has been bronclair.
I see you know I was never the one that you are. You are weak for it.